This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello and welcome. My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying the finally, it feels like the spring weather is here and sticking around, even though we've got some cooler nights. But we've had some excitement over at the Paw Sox. You know, we're in full swing. Xander Bogaerts, who is a big name, has been there the past two nights. Of course, the Red Sox the Paw Sox are traveling this weekend, but so that was pretty cool to have him there, and you know that always creates a buzz.
Yes,
when we get some of those big.
I heard the Harry Potter night was a huge success, a big win, and everything. Huge
success. We had lots of people out there. Great to have the families, and we even had a Quidditch match on the outfield.
Yes.
In between the game and the fireworks, because it takes a little bit of time for the guys to finish up the setup for the fireworks. And so we had...
You had Muggle Quidditch.
We had two teams. We had the team from Brown University and I think the team from URI.
Awesome.
They were there, and it was quite interesting, to say the least. First time being an observer of such.
I love it.
Thankfully, my co-host for the stadium, the gentleman who people see, his name's, they call him Smitty. He was down on the field, and he knows enough about it where he was doing some play-by-play and some commentary. I could offer.
I love it.
I could offer nothing. I couldn't
you
offer
don't know a
thing.
snitch from a quaffle.
I know what a snitch is, and I know in jail snitches get stitches. That's what I heard.
Oh.
But something we would love you to snitch on is us. To Rhode Island Monthly.
Yes.
The voting, there is only a few days left, and we have a video up on our page, and, you know, so if you've never seen what URI looked like, remember the days when you'd like, oh, I wonder what that radio DJ looks like.
Yes.
And then you'd finally meet him at, like, some radio appearance and be like, oh, that's what Gio looks like?
Oh, my gosh. Gio and Kim. They were not what I...
That's what Paul and Al look like?
Yes.
Or, you know, that's what Brian from Cat Country... I could go down every radio station and show much love to all of them and respect to all of them, but but now you know, with Facebook and obviously, you know, the web, everybody knows what everybody looks like. But if you don't know what we look like, you can go watch that video. But the biggest thing is we're asking for you to head on over to Rhode Island Monthly's website and vote for Wicked Rhody for best podcast in the state of Rhode Island. So it's under the statewide category. You fill in the blank.
Correct.
And this is probably one of the coolest things.
Oh, the best of Rhode Island?
Yeah.
I would agree.
It's qualified as you can't stuff the ballot box.
Correct. They make sure that the email address that you have is valid. You don't have to really opt in for anything. I think some people get nervous when they do an online voting like this. You can uncheck it. That. But this is a great way to help spread the word, not just about our little podcast to the world, but say you have a favorite clam shack, say you have a favorite music festival. There are so many things available to vote for, and that really helps shine a light on podcasts like ours, for example, on those little clam shacks, on those festivals, on things that you feel like the rest of the state should really know about.
You could literally vote on over 100 things, and you don't have to vote all at the same time.
Correct.
You can log in and register your vote for a few, and then go do some more stuff. And if you come back and say, "Oh, I want to give show a little love to that restaurant in South County, or that little farm stand up in Portsmouth, or whatever you want to do." They have different regions and the statewide category. So please take a moment. It would mean the world to us for you to go there and show the love there. And so, hey, listen, if you're tuned in while you're on the road working, or maybe you're registering your vote on Rhode Island Monthly's website, just sit back, listen, and enjoy the episode. And if you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have all the links and info for you in the show notes on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
All right, Ben, so what do you have for this week's Wicked Interesting Pick of the Week?
It is a race that is, I'm pretty sure they're well into their 10th, maybe even more. The annual Rhode Island State Police 5K foot pursuit. This has been going on for many years. This is a 5K race down in Narragansett. It ends right at the beach club there, right?
The Dunes?
Not the Dune. The Dunes is like the place all the way on the corner.
One.
The fancy. This is the beach club that's kind of in between that and then the city, the town beach there.
Yes, I know.
You'll see it. Look for all the state troopers. But it's a really cool event, and if you want to register and run it, you certainly can. You can do day of registration, or if you just want to come down and check it out, they will have lots of things to do there. They will have the canine demonstrations, child identification kits. They'll have the rollover simulator. They'll have different Rhode Island State Police cruisers and vehicles. They have a dive unit vehicle where the dive team will get changed in, and you see all the tanks and all the suits and all the fun stuff they use. So when they have to do underwater operations, it's like their own little submarine vehicle.
Cool.
Well, it's not really like the vehicle doesn't go underwater. They do. I don't know.
Really
but anyway,
excited for a second.
they will be able to tell you everything they do. This event is open to the public, so for walkers and runners all alike, and all online registrants will receive a free T-shirt. By the way, this is a good quality T-shirt.
Okay.
This is one of those like moisture wicking, fancy, good ones, good
fancy.
quality. They don't mess around, and all participants are welcome to join after for a post-race cookout, which includes hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, chips, pasta salad, ice cream, and water and soda for all the participants.
Stuff your face.
It's a beautiful thing. All the proceeds benefit the Rhode Island State Police Charitable Fund, and that's the fund that they tap into when they need to, take care of a family around the holidays, or if they see a need in the community. People think, oh, geez, the state police, they get paid by that. No, well, this isn't going to their paycheck.
Okay.
This is going for them to be able to help and do good things in the community, fundraise.
I like it.
Reach out. I mean, I can remember working with various leadership and members of the command staff around the holidays where they found different groups of people that just got missed with Toys for Tots, and they said, hey, I was working at Cardi's at the time, can you help out? We're gonna grab some, we have some specific gifts we need to get, but if you can help perfect.
Love it.
And so it's always good. So that is the Rhode Island State Police 2018 5K foot pursuit, and it is the only race I know of that instead of a starter's pistol, they actually use one of those like shotguns to start it off, so you know when to go.
Yes, there's no doubt.
So there's our wicked interesting pick of the week, and now here's your wicked fun in the 401.
So throughout our time on this podcast, if you've been an avid listener, you know that I don't really do adulting things very well. I don't know how to take care of...
I'm not good at being adult.
No, seriously. I need a manual. I need a handbook about how to be a homeowner. I need guidance. I need lots of guidance about being a parent. And I know nothing about how to take care of my car, aside from put gas in it and go to the oil change place when the sticker tells me to. So, believe it or not, there is a girls' auto clinic event going on Sunday from 11 to 1 at the Collective in Peacedale, Rhode Island. This is going to be hosted by local car fanatic Beth McGuire. She's going to be hosting this clinic. It's going to be focused on empowering women so that we know the basics of car maintenance and we're not intimidated when we go to the mechanic. This can also help save money because Beth's going to be showing some little tips and tricks. All are welcome at this workshop. She even has a book, Girls Auto Clinic, which is for purchase. It's not needed to attend, but if you'd like to learn how to become a better adult yourself and you want to learn about the car, I think this is a great situation. I feel like frequently, at least the guys in my life know a bit more about cars than I do, and I don't know if it's just because I didn't show an interest or who knows what, but seriously, I don't know what anything really is. I don't know how to change an oil spark plug.
The four things on the outside that go around are tires.
Yes.
I know that. And there's seat belts, and there's a trunk.
Right?
And floor mats.
That's about it.
That's where I'm at. So
you don't have a lot of car knowledge either?
I got a little bit, but I might throw a wig on and just show up to this thing on Sunday.
Can you change your own oil?
Can I? Yes. Do I? No.
How about spark plugs?
I know how to, but it's just one of those things where
spark freaks me out.
Well, it is the internal combustion engine. There are many explosions happening inside that block of steel there, or metal. But this is really cool. I like this event. I think this is awesome.
Me too.
This is such a great thing. So hey, if you are once you get your car fixed, you could head on out to the 10th anniversary of the Scene Film, Music, and Arts Festival. This has become the largest festival in its history because they will showcase 140 films from filmmakers around the world and across the country. There will be 5 different music performances. There'll be 2 different art exhibits. There'll be different parties and networking events. Now, believe it or not, this actually started a couple days ago on Tuesday.
Okay.
It continues right through Saturday evening, and this is the very definition of grassroots starting up. Southeastern New England, SENE, that's where they get the word scene from, Scene Film Music and Arts
cute.
Festival.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm getting it.
They do events at all different events throughout the state, including the Columbus Theater, the Rhody Studio, the Brooklyn Tea, Coffee and Tea House, the Arctic Playhouse in West Warwick, the Warwick Center for the Arts, the Jamestown Arts Center.
They're all over the place.
We have literally given you the 5 corners of the state of Rhode Island with those venues. You should go check it out. And the website is loaded with information. They've got a great board, a great staff, a great army of volunteers who work on this event year round, and then it all culminates, starting a few days ago through this weekend. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. It's extremely affordable, and all the proceeds go to help support the arts here in southeastern New England. It's not just a Rhode Island thing. Okay. There will be people from around the country and around the world showcasing their videos, their movies, their films.
Cool.
I shouldn't say videos. I guess I don't mean to be insulting.
You're so
with it.
old school.
I really have. They got their VHS cassette and get out your Beta 8s. But so that's happening now through Saturday evening.
I love it. Okay, so we talked about the race down in Narragansett happening on Sunday.
Yes.
But if you're from a higher northern part of the state, or if you live in Providence, there's another great race for you this Sunday at 10 a.m. It is the Get Gored for Good. This is when the roller bulls, the roller derby girls,
right,
but they put on horns, they pretend to be bulls, they're going to chase on after you. And
it's for a good cause, not for good.
Yeah.
They do it for good, like forever.
Forever, exactly. So it's a fundraiser to help benefit Amos House. And it's, of course, not your average athletic event, because at what other events are the Providence Roller Derby League members going to be dashing you while wearing horns? So if you're someone like me, who's not really like a 5K person, you do have a choice of a shorter route, which is only 1.5 miles with obstacles, or you could do the full 5K Get Gored for Good. Mind you, you're being chased. And I like this because I will run. I will run.
I always say I only run if I'm being chased. Well, thank you, Get Gored for Good, for setting this up for people like myself.
Right. And once you get to the end, there's an outdoor after party featuring great local food and drink, games, live music. You can run or walk the route, but let's be real. If somebody's chasing you, you're going to be moving a little bit faster than a walk.
Sure.
It is an event that is also fantastic for the family. So the family-friendly route especially is that 1.5 miles. And this, I've heard nothing but great things. I have not yet run it, but I do know that they have run through the, down by the tunnel, and they're just running all over the place downtown. So
well,
of course,
when those roller bulls get going, there's no telling where they'll turn.
Right. So yeah, that's happening Sunday at 10 a.m.
Another event happening, which is Saturday, a little bit more peaceful, is the March for Babies 2018. Hey, do the March for Babies on Saturday. That they take the kids down to the Go Get Gored for Good on Sunday.
Go.
It'll be awesome. You'll have a blast. You'll be so in shape on Monday. Either that or you won't be able to walk. But on Saturday, April 28th, it's the March of Dimes, March for Babies 2018. It's over at Colt State Park. Now, you know that, the March of Dimes, they do amazing work in helping to, enhance the research and celebrate the stories of those who walk in the footsteps of the neo-intensive care unit, or neonatal intensive care unit. They truly are working to help premature babies, and March of Dimes, they are a worldwide organization, but this is a local chapter of it, so it's certainly something that is a wonderful program to be part of. They bring hope to every mom and baby through life-saving research, breakthroughs, and programs. And on Saturday, there will be a family fun zone and a superhero sprint, where they will give purple capes to make every kid feel like a hero.
Hey, nice.
So this is a wonderful thing. And then afterwards, they honor the babies that are lost, because sometimes, it doesn't turn out the way everybody had hoped. And they do have a nice little memory mile to honor the babies, and they honor them in what they call the memory garden, to just, let the families know that they're not forgotten. Correct. They're still thought of, and that the research done will hopefully put an end to these causes here, these situations. So check that out on Saturday, the March of Dimes, March for Babies 2018 on Saturday, 9 a.m. registration, 10 a.m. start, Bristol, Rhode Island, Colt State Park. Yeah.
Well, that ended quickly. Listen to that.
The band, we got to pay the band. They didn't want to finish out that last note.
I guess not.
The clarinetist, he's on strike.
Yeah, he was like, that's it. That's all I got paid for. So our Wicked Family Friendly event talking about babies and about, just a lot of people listening here might be expecting babies. And a lot of you might be interested in being a little more eco-friendly when it comes to waste removal. And by that, I mean diapers. So, of course, cloth diapering.
You got to say it like Christopher Walken.
Tell me.
Diapers. You got to wear diapers. By the time you all leave here, you'll be wearing gold-plated diapers.
Oh, I like that. Look at you.
Foo Fighters. He's a crazy guy. Anyway.
So cloth diapers are a really big thing, especially, if for the people who are really trying to be eco-conscious. See if I can do that. I myself learned a lot about cloth diapers at Balani Maternity. So that's a very popular baby mama pregnancy store on Route 2 in Warwick. And they're going to be hosting a cloth diaper workshop on Saturday from 2 to 3:30. There you're going to learn all the ins and outs about cloth diapers, the environmental safety, fiscal benefits of cloth diapering, how you care for them, including washing, drying, how to extend the life of them. And they're even going to demonstrate the different types of options, because there's like the truly dedicated option. And then there's some options that are like kind of cloth diaper, kind of hybrid kind of situations. But it's really an interesting endeavor. So if you or someone you know is pregnant and would like to know more about cloth diapering, you want to check out that workshop. Once again, it's at Balani Maternity on Saturday at 2.
Is this exclusive to moms or income soon to be moms? Because listen, when you explained the cloth diapering thing to me, and I remember one time specifically, we were hanging out with you, my wife and I, and we were hanging out with you and Blake, and I think it was before little Lass was born.
Yep.
When we left, I said to Susan, I said, listen, cloth diapers means we will buy a brand new washing machine immediately after this child is no longer using it. And she just looked and she goes, no, that's not
how it's going to happen.
It works.
Well, that's where I'm saying the hybrids come into play.
Right.
So that way, see, there's options for everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, there you go.
But it might be just as beneficial for the dads to be.
Yes, exactly.
Because as
those naysayers, they may have their minds changed after this event. You never know.
I may have to go to this one too. I'm going to be busy this weekend. That's right. No matter where you are in Rhode Island, you're never more than 18 and a half miles from either Connecticut, Massachusetts, or the ocean. Big,
that thing.
Big blue wet thing, as Fozzie Bear calls it in Pirates of the Muppet Treasure Island. There is, speaking of Big Blue Wet thing, there is the Insider's Tour at the USS Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. battleship at Battleship Cove on Saturday, April 28th from 9 a.m. to noon. Now, Battleship Cove it's a floating museum, and they have a land museum too, but they have 5 historic national landmarks. They got the Battleship Massachusetts. They've got the destroyer, the Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. They have a submarine, the Lionfish. They have the PT boats 617 and 796, and individually, all those ships represent different moments in history and technical achievements. But this tour is a new tour. This is something really cool. It's going to feature volunteers and veterans as they explore never before seen areas of the USS Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. So usually when you go to Battleship Cove, which is a great museum to visit for kids, adults, you name it, and I was just thinking this, I want to go check it out again soon because I haven't been in a while. You kind of stay in
a cornered off area.
Yeah, well, you go through a lot of the ship, but there are some areas that, for whatever reason, whether it be safety or what have you, they don't allow public access to. This one is going to open up a new area exclusively to the people, and lunch is provided. Now, this is a little bit higher cost. They are asking that you make reservations, make them beforehand. You just call their number, but it's $65 per person. Think about it this way. You're getting lunch and a guided tour by volunteers and veterans who served on the boat.
That is really cool.
That is well worth the...
Think about the stories.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. You want to save $10? Just become a member, because it's $55 per person if you're a member. And trust me, this is a great local organization you want to support right over the Braga Bridge in Fall River. As you go, you see those battleships right there, Battleship Cove. It is something they have done nothing but make continuous improvements to that area. Trust me, if you haven't been in a while, it's going to blow you. You won't recognize it.
A little piece of American history right there.
It truly, truly is. So I hope you will get down there and get to see it, because it's pretty cool. It's a cool spot. Battleship Cove, Saturday, April 28th, 9 to noon. It's the Insiders Tour. Oh, man, we are going to be so busy this weekend.
I know.
I'm going to take a nap now, but as we said at the beginning, everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
Spread the word, my friends. Spread the word. If you are going to be posting on Facebook or Instagram, use the hashtag Wicked Rhody. Tell people you learned about the events you're going to because of Wicked Rhody. Or heck, if you're at something that we didn't mention and we should have because it was really cool, tag us and say this should be focused on next week's episode of Wicked Rhody. But nonetheless, we just want you to spread the word, because when people listen to podcasts, it's generally because a friend told them about it.
Absolute word of mouth is huge. The Best of Rhode Island Readers poll, don't forget, is open. We'd love to you head over there and vote for Wicked Rhody for Rhode Island's best podcast. And if you're looking for advertising or sponsorship information, you can just email us, wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com.
Woohoo! Until next time, folks, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.
You bet we will.